everybody, welcome back to a new video. This is my first video of 2025. Oh my, it's very quick. So, I've been a bit busy, so that's why I haven't really been able to record. But recently, there's been basically like news that they've been going to do like some like quality of life improvements to the game. Basically like Operation Health, which is a great thing. Honestly, like I'm happy that they're doing it. And yeah, now I'm not gonna say like what like some obviously many people can root so far, but what I want to cover today about it is the people that are worried about it, or the people who are well, they're complaining about it because for some reason, like it's just like, why are we complaining about this? Like, so yeah, I just want to discuss that. So let us begin. And the first thing we'll talk about is the surrender state. Now, obviously, we'll be talking about phase 1 first. Phase 2 will be talked in a later video, since that's not out yet. But yeah, it's just yeah. But first, for the surrender state. But the surrender state. I don't understand what the issue with the surrender state is, to be honest. Like, the people who complain about this are the killers who just let survivors bleed on the floor for no reason, or like yeah, like now obviously if you want to criticize this, you could say that, well, I don't think all survivors should be bots for the killers to surrender, but like that's the only thing I guess you can complain about, since I don't understand what the problem in the surrender state is. Like, if all survivors have been slugged and are bleeding out, I don't see the issue with that, honestly. Like, anyone who complains about that, I just complaining to complain. So I don't need to discuss the surrender state. I also don't need to discuss the gamma judgment, because that is a good thing in general, and anyone who complains about that are complaining just complain. But then we go on to the go next prevention, and this one is a very hot topic, because I think you've heard of the go next epidemic. It's something that is bad for the game in general, and now this, I think this is a positive change. Now, if you want to criticize some parts of it, that's perfectly fine, like of the system itself. But there are people who are saying, well, I shouldn't be forced to play the mage. Yes, you're not forced to, but guess what you could do? Instead of giving up, or just instead of just giving up by like trying to avoid the DC penalty, just take the DC penalty, because it gives you a moment to have a break. Like, do I need to discuss this? Like, seriously. Like, if you're getting this frustrated over every single match of DBD, either take a break, just take a break, or just DC. Because not only gives your teammate a bot, and will put them at a slight disadvantage, because the bots, like, obviously, yeah, but like, if they have another teammate, it's not going to be a 3v1 immediately. Because you decide that, oh yeah, well, I've just got to screw up my team because I ran into a rock when getting chased by the killer. Like, I understand if it's frustrating, but if it's frustrating, take a break. Just take a break, or stop playing EBD for a night. If you're getting that frustrated, because at that point, the only one who's doing it, making themselves frustrated, is yourself. You have the chance to just stop for the day, but you keep rage queuing, which not only ruins the match for other players, but like it just makes the match just not enjoyable as well, and it's also not also good for you because it makes you more frustrated. Plus, now obviously you're gonna be like, well, I bought the game, so I should be able to do what I want. Yes, but also no, because, well, yes, you bought the game. You can't do everything you want to, because simply there are things called rules. So you can't cheat in the game. So no, you can't do everything you want. Unless you don't break the rules, obviously. But like even then, it's just like, just cause you buy the game doesn't mean that you could just give up, because like your teammates also bought the game. Should their playtime be miserable because you give up? Like, hey, tell me, like, does it makes them match miserable as well? If you're not having a fun time, just DC, or just continue to play a match until the match is over, and then take a break or log off for the night. It's not that tricky. Like, silly, it's like seriously. I understand that it really can be frustrating. I understand that. It's like, it can be a bit of a rage-inducing game. But guess what I do if I get frustrated? I take like a 5-minute break before I load into another match. Or, I stop playing for the night. Because I am not obligated to play this video game. I am not obligated to. Like, I'm not obligated to, like, especially since, like, yeah, like, I'm not obligated to. Like, if I'm not enjoying the game, as it is, I'm gonna just take a break. Or just stop playing. Oh, heck, if I'm just not enjoying the game at all, I'm gonna stop playing. Or just take a long break, or just stop playing in general. Like, there are other games in Dead by Daylight. You're not obligated just to play a game. Like, you're not getting held up. Like, you're not, like, being forced to do it. You're not always forced. Well, you are being forced. You're just forcing yourself. Like, I always say that's been discussed multiple times. But, like, it's just frustrating that people are complaining about the Go Next prevention, because it's like, just DC then. If you don't want to take the penalty, then just either continue to play the match until the match is over. And now, obviously, there are times where you do have to DC, and I don't blame the people who have like emergencies or something, or like can't play because like a fear of like the plague, like vomit or something. But there are times where it's like it just doesn't seem like that. Like I can understand if people have to give up or like DC because of that. But like what I don't understand is that, like, to the people who don't have these issues, why you continue playing the game if over the slightest inconvenience that you get frustrated and that you're going to give up every match? Now, to the people who say, well, I have a job, so I should be able to not have any frustrating match after it. Yes, but you're going to always have frustrating matches. It is inevitable, unfortunately. Does it suck that that's the case? Yes. But like, it's just like there are gonna be small things that are gonna frustrate you. Like if you accidentally run into a rock or like a tree when you're getting chased by the killer, does that mean, oh, that makes me strong, man, I'm just gonna give up now? Because at that point, whose fault is that? That's your own fault for that. Like it's like, I understand if you want to have like I can understand if you want to have like just have some good matches or you have to go to back again. But like, what you could do is just like take a break, because I understand that you might have to work hard, but to the people who also do jobs and want to have a good time, have to like big them up from their work. Do you think they want their matches to be ruined because someone just gives up? Is it fun for them? Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, like, is it fun for them? No, but it's not fun for them. But it's like, you're not gonna see people just be like, oh yeah, I love when my teammates just give up for no reason. Like, you're telling me, like, give me else. There's been so much more happening. Like, it's difficult to see. Like, I understand, like, obviously there's more to why people give up. But like, a lot of times it's just like, people don't have a good first chase. They give up. People force DF or force basic BT. They give up. What? Oh, they don't see a killer, or they see a killer that they don't really like. They just give up. Even though I'm sorry to say this, but like, there's gonna always be a killer you're not gonna like. Like, are you really going to give up because you see like a killer that you don't like? It's a thing called sportsmanship. You know, like, sometimes you're gonna go through stuff you're not gonna like, and like, just so you can, just so other people have it. I'm just gonna say, well, my fun's not your job. Well, yes, but also no, because yes, you can play in a way that you don't like. Like, if you're like killer or something like so, you don't have to play in a way that. But like, there's no reason to be a douche about it. Like, there's always something like a douche. Like, you should always keep in mind that there are other people playing the game. Like, if we take that, does that mean that the free gen should stay because, oh well, I'm having fun and I don't care about that the survivors aren't having fun, so why should I care? Like, it could have. Do you not say that? Now, if you want to like criticize the thing they're doing, like how they're doing it, then that's perfectly fine. Like, they could, like, because I can see like why you want to criticize it. But saying to the people who like try and say, well, I shouldn't be forced to play a match. I don't like all. They just stop. They just give up this DC then, or like just stop playing if you're continually getting frustrated, or like if you're getting frustrated every match, either just log up for the night, or it's like it could be a signal that you're unhealthily addicted to this game. So I don't really discuss this as much, but as other people, because like it's just like it's what's the best way to say this? It is has been discussed a lot, but like I don't like it's frustrating that this is being complained about. Now the next one is extreme hiding and body blocking. So there are two types of people who are complaining about this one. The first one are the people who don't really understand it because they don't really read the forums, or the ones who like doing this but and hate this. They hate that they can't body block survivor in a corner for an hour now and waste their time. They like, and also like people who are just extreme hide and don't do their objects. Anyone who complains about this, it's a skill issue. Like, it's a skill issue. And it's like, is this good? And anyone complains about this? I'm happy that it's being removed, just so you people can stop trying to ruin other people's matches. Because, like, seriously, just play the game. Just play the game. I don't care if you enjoy doing these types of things. It's not fun for everyone else. Like, is it fun for the survivors to just be blocked in a corner for an hour just because they looped you very well? Like, is it fun? No. Next is map offerings. Now this one, I'm happy with this, honestly, because there's like obviously maps on like obviously they should try their best like make map balance, but like there are gonna be some maps that or like especially in an ASIM game, there are gonna be some maps that unfortunately you cannot balance, or like it's really much more tricky to balance. So I'm happy with what they're doing here. Obviously, there is like the fact that people could just bring 4 like map offerings are there for 80% chance, like different ones, obviously because they can't stack. But that means they can't run the pressure like blood point bonuses. Periodically, if they want to do like a fun build or something, or like just like a build just to make the killer's life a torch, like torch or something, like they can't do that as much. So I think this is great. Plus just people who say, well, sacrifices wards are there. It's an add-on, not an offering. I shouldn't be forced to use an offering just so I don't have to go to a map that the other side picks. So I'm happy with this. Now, obviously, you could be like, but this ruins me playing Scratch Mirror Myers. Like, but like, yeah, you can still do Scratch Mirror Myers. Just going to be more difficult. Plus, I think it's better that it's like this. So that obviously you want to like criticize that, but that's fine. But like anyone who's complaining that, oh, I won't be able to go to Ivory Cross on 100th time automatically 100% of the time. Yeah, I think you might need to learn how to loop other maps better or something, because you shouldn't have to be relying on one single map. Just do well. Next is the spawn rules. I haven't really seen anyone complain about this. I mean, this is great because it gives weaker killers much more of a chance, because the thing is that survivors could spawn so far away from each other that it just makes it so they could do more like shins, and just because now obviously it could be like, well, people could just chronic gens at once. Would you rather have that or the previous spawn rules? Yeah, and then it improved AFK bot detection. Didn't know people still did this. Basically, this is how some people unlocked Legacy back in the day. So yeah, so this is great. I don't think there's anything to really complain about. There are the bulk blood point spending, which is great. It makes grinding way easier. There's the quest system, same. Like, there's something to be complain about other change. Like, the quest system is a great thing. The pack loadout and preview are also a great thing. So that's like basically phase 1 so far. Or like, well, phase 1. Now always there is going to be phase 2. So yeah, now I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty happy with phase 1. Obviously, you want to criticize some parts of it, that's totally fine. But like, just complain that, oh, I won't be able to do this anymore. It's just like, yeah. And now to the people who say that this is survivor-sided or killer-sided, you are the reason why this game can never be balanced. Because, seriously, the game is not survivor-sided or killer-sided. You could say, well, it's like more like Swift-sided, because solo queue survivors are going to have less of a chance against like a good killer, or Swift, and you're going to have more of a chance. And just now, anyone who's like, well, technically Swifts are survivors. Yes, I know that, but most of the time you're in solo queue. So should we just say that it's just survivor-sided in general because of that? No, like the killers, like they're what I like right now is in a really balanced state. Obviously, there's still some issues, like some exhaustion perks, like life that are completely not like low risk and high reward, but like that's a different topic. So now obviously there are like other things, like for example like phase 2, and I'll discuss phase 2 more in like a kind of like a later video. I think there are people who are worried about anti-tunneling, anti-slugging, and like or just like anti-camping. I'm gonna be honest, it's fine to be skeptical, but like we don't know how bad it will. We don't know like how bad or like how bad or like how good it will be. It's fine to be skeptical, but they can't just say like we don't know how it will be done. So it's fine to be a bit optimistic that they might be able to do something about it, or like that in a way that's good. Like because like you do have to differentiate like tunneling from like the tunneling at 5 gens to like the tunneling when you have to, or like slugging camping and all that. They have to do that. So it's fine to be a bit skeptical, but like we don't know how much this will impact. Plus, I'm gonna be honest, it's fine that we have like I think that we do need other win conditions, because like they've been incentivized for so long, and they kind of like, even though I do these a lot, because like even though I don't really care about winning a lot of times, when I do want to win, or like if I just don't want to have like a miserable match because I decide like play nice or something, it's just like yeah. Nah, it's just like yeah, I kind of have to. Now, the only thing I'm kind of disappointed at is like they're not looking at gen speeds, because like it's important. I feel like it's important for them to look at gen speeds, because that's why a lot of the killers like do these strats. But like, I think what we have right now is fine. So yeah, so that's the video. Sorry, it's like a negative one, but like, I feel like many people are just like, I don't like many people complain about this. It's just like, it feels like they're just complaining to complaining. Honestly, like, it just feels like they're just complaining, and it's annoying. So that's the video. Hope you all have a good rest of the day. And yeah, if you have anything you want to learn about my music videos, great. That's perfectly fine, as long as like you're civil about it. So yeah, that's the video, and au revoir.